Has there ever been a game on Roblox that you played a long time ago when you were young and recently found it after years, only to learn that it was left abandoned? Well, that's something that happened to me recently. The game that I'm referring to, the one that was special to me back then, is Human Beyblades. To summarize what Human Beyblades really was before heading further into my experience with my rediscovery, it is a game where you select more than 20 different Beyblades and enter different arenas to 1v1 other people's Beyblades as they crashed into each other and slowly flung each other around. For its time, it was honestly pretty entertaining to me. Now, what really happened for me to state that this game has been pretty much left abandoned into the dust? Well, it's pretty simple really. The game is dead and hasn't received an update in more than 5 years. In fact, this game hasn't been updated in so long that apart from the main gameplay, which is still in working condition, many other things have just been broken due to time. For example, just to name a few things, the lobby that I'm currently standing on doesn't have any background music. The passcode that led to a badge exclusive boss. You can't even type a number in there anymore. And the VIP Game Pass area, well, that still works perfectly as normal. Jokes aside, all of these small differences made the game feel much more empty, like there was something missing that it had before. I think the lobby music was a big aspect in it. Other than the lobby music, without it, it was just silent. You could only hear me walking around, my footsteps, and if I was in an arena, the clashing of the blades. It was just a very silent game, and it really made me feel uneasy in a way, like that a core aspect of the game was just removed. The thing that gave it the emotion it had before. My next course of action was to see if maybe the creator just decided to abandon the platform, and that's why the game got abandoned in itself. Maybe they just got tired of it and didn't want to upload any more updates onto the game anymore. Well, turns out the reason was a lot more simpler than I expected. They got terminated. Now, out of all the things that could have possibly led this game to being left behind, this was the last thing I expected. I thought that the reason that the game was just left to die was because the owner just decided to leave at their own terms. Well, turns out they were actually forced to leave it behind, as they couldn't do any more updates on it now that their account was just permanently banned. Now, to say that I wasn't surprised is an understatement. I was shocked. How could the owner of a silly little Beyblade game possibly get banned? So I decided to take things into my own hands and actually do some research. Now, through Rollimons, I was able to figure out when the owner of this game, Almost a Demon, was banned. Now, this isn't really useful information, but it explained why the last update was in October of 2020. This showed how the game didn't even look like it was going to be abandoned anytime soon. But soon after that, I found the most important part that would help me figure out what happened to get the owner banned. And it all started with a random tutorial I found on the game for the boss fight that no longer is accessible. Obviously, a random video tutorial from a random person isn't really going to help unless the video wasn't from a random person to begin with. It was an official tutorial from the owner himself. And this led to me finding the official owner's YouTube channel. A YouTube channel under the name Tyler Weyer. Now, the YouTube channel doesn't really lead to anything at first. His last upload was from around 5 years ago, most likely abandoned after the Roblox account's termination. However, I noticed that he would still heart some comments even after inactivity. And this led me to find the final thing, the reason why he was terminated in the first place. A comment sent by a user saying, "Hey, did you get banned from Roblox? I used to make Roblox videos and my most popular was on human Beyblades, but it shows that your account doesn't exist on my friends list anymore. Yes, I plan on remaking the game in another engine because Roblox is very limiting on what you can post and get banned on for no reason. I got auto banned over posting a menu icon and haven't received a response to my appeal." What was so bad about the menu icon? Nothing. The bots auto flagged it, even though it just had a picture of a home icon. I don't want to develop on a platform if it is unstable like this. Now, although left on a sort of sour ending, I did feel relieved that they didn't get banned for any bad reason and it was all just a mistake. And that's really where the story ends. I'm not really the best researcher. I tried researching everywhere, like heard they were making, it stated they were working on another engine, so I tried looking to different like game sites to see if I could find a version of human Beyblades made by someone else, but I couldn't find anything. So realistically, who knows what happened? Whether canceled, discontinued, anything like that. Either way though, this game brought me a lot of memories. And although not as popular as a childhood game, it was a fun experience that I remember very vividly.